blueprinting phase, you'll have an actionable plan for completely realizing and manifesting your dreams right in front of your eyes. However, we must take the time to ask what a blueprint is. What is a blueprint? What is a plan? A plan is something that helps you organize your thoughts, dreams, and vision such that you have a list of actions that need to be taken in order to realize that right in front of you. However, a plan is a plan. If you do not take action and act upon the plan you set out in front of you, then the vision you had will be imprisoned within that paper or within the plan you put together. So it's very important that once you craft your blueprint, once you craft your plan for completely and utterly changing your life, that you learn to take action, stick to your plan, and go to any length possible to realize it in this world. That's where the next phase comes into play, which is the execution phase. Now, in this phase, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to take action, how to foster a limitless, powerful willpower that can project through any kind of resistance and compel you to take massive action and give you the motivation you need to do so. Because motivation is an art. It's an art that takes time to cultivate and time to inspire within ourselves, because unfortunately, the way in which we evolved as a species, we evolved in a way that does not work with us realizing our dreams. For example, through evolution, we were literally programmed to minimize time, effort, and the action we have to put into something while maximizing the results we get out of it. And this makes sense from an evolutionary standpoint, because back in those days, in like caveman days, for example, we needed to get food, shelter, and we wanted to reproduce to guarantee the survival of our species. So we wanted to make sure that we didn't spend a lot of time doing these things, such that we had time for every area that we need to survive. So for example, we may want a certain amount of time for hunting, getting food, maybe gardening, growing things, gathering berries, for example. But we also need to make time to, get clothes, shelter, guarantee our survival, and also for reproducing and things of that nature. So by minimizing our time and effort we put into something, that maximizes our results. However, when all these basic needs are essentially guaranteed in modern society, what happens? It means that this evolutionary paradigm that worked for us previously might not work anymore, and that's exactly what happens. This kind of paradigm, which is still programmed in our minds, is not conducive for taking action, taking plans, executing them, and manifesting our dreams in the real world, in the world here and now. So, we're programmed to desire instant gratification. That's why we tend to watch a lot of TV, movies. We're addicted to video games. We're addicted to things that we get a lot of results out of by putting in a little bit of effort and time. But you know what? Anything great in life takes time, effort, and patience. If you want to live a life of significance, and you're here for that reason because you're dissatisfied with your life, you're going to need to take a lot of time, effort, and instill a lot of commitment into your approach to even realize that in the first place. So, it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of dedication and effort, and we need to recondition the mind to be acclimated and used to that, to actually desire that. Because if you take the path of least resistance that we're programmed to take, of instant gratification, you're not going to be able to realize your dreams right in front of your eyes. So what we're going to do is we're going to help you reprogram your mind and the way in which your consciousness works and engages with the present moment, such that you can take massive action and project your essence of who you are, your skills, what makes you great, into the present moment and awaken your greatness. And what we're going to do here, the first steps we're going to take, is we're going to take a look at how you've been conditioned and sort of unravel that conditioned state of mind and replace it with something that's more conducive for taking action and attaining the success that you want. So right now, the way in which your mind operates is it's sort of conditioned or born to act in a way in which you fall into disarray and disorder. Okay, and this is This is just how the universe works. This is how things work in general, right? The universe is always tending towards disorder. It's always expanding, getting bigger, and getting into a state that's not as orderly as it previously was, right? This is the essence of the Big Bang, right? And this is a big concept in science, especially thermodynamics, which we have this property called entropy, which is a measure of the orderliness of the universe. And we know that the universe is always tending towards disorder, but life in general always does this too, right? Because we're born into the world as young people. If we're healthy, our systems work perfectly. Our skin is soft, and we can engage in the present moment. As we grow older, we start, our skin gets wrinkly, our systems do not work as perfectly, and we're moving towards a state of disorder, right? Our entropy increases in essence. We get more disorder. Well, guess what? Our mind and our consciousness works in the same manner, right? We're always falling towards disorder. We're always being distracted. We're always having difficulty taking control of our mental resources, our attention, and that energy that can penetrate the present moment, take action, and make stuff happen. In essence, our willpower is falling into disarray, okay? It's slowly getting eroded and eroded. And what we want to do is, we're going to show you how to build up your prefrontal cortex such that you can take your attention, your mental resources, and have control of that. Such that it's not being driven by your instincts, it's not being driven by nature and falling into this state in which you're not in control of that, of your resources, right? You're going to jump in the driver's seat. You're going to take the wheel and steer where you want to go, which is manifesting your dreams in front of your eyes and executing this plan we put together in the blueprinting phase. So I'm going to teach you about the psychology of flow, how you can take your mental energy, your resources and attention and whoosh, flow into the present moment such that you're connected to what's going on and you're fully immersed in that, such that you don't have this tendency to be distracted, to fall into disarray. And you're going to find that once your attention and mental resources are within your grasp to do anything, you're going to have an impeccable willpower, a determination that nothing can push out of the way. And that's going to allow you to push through any mental resistance. It's going to allow you to push harder and harder and harder when realizing your dreams in the execution phase. And once you learn how to take action, once you know how to motivate yourself, you can do anything. At that point, the world is yours. The world is yours to do whatever you want with it. It's like sculpting a sculpture, right? A piece of art. When you have control of your mental energy and resources and you can project that in the present moment, you can create anything. You can sculpt anything. You can sculpt your life into the life you want to live, and eventually your dreams will be awakened and manifested right in front of you. That's what I want for you. This is what you need. This is what pulls you out of your current situation and allows you to get that sustainable happiness. So in the execution phase, again, what we're going to do, we're going to organize your attention, we're going to organize your mental resources, and we're going to give them to you. You're going to have control of your prefrontal cortex, and you're going to zone in onto what needs to be done to awaken your dreams and live the life